this glow, bust off like a... Welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been on my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on this fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now these wanna data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now in his glow. Bust off like a... Welcome to the rodeo.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go, we're on the ball after this. There you go, we go, you see it, you see it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Lock in. Gotta go.
Off the toss, Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Trubisky now to throw on third down. Finding Gabriel complete. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Lock in. Check.
This is Cohen. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eat. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
There we go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
76.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Let's go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
You see it? Sit up. 180. Red up. Red up. Red up.
They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gotta go. 18. 18.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 22.
Move. 180.
Now Trubisky on first down. Forced out to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Lock in.
This is Howard on second down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Williams now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Value 1. Value 3. Value 3.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, 76. 76. 76. Go, Salad. 180. Go. Start left here.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
180. Move. Hang on, we got, you see it, you see it?
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, But I think we'll see more as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a 2nd missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
On 1st down, it's gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he goes out right around the 39. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Williams to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. An update from Buffalo. It's the Bills with an early lead over the Jets. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Gone. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Starting left here.
Now Goff on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Jared Goff taking it in. And the Rams are in for 6. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Flush to his right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are in for 6.
okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching, and ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's two sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
Williams now on the return. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that'll be incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Play action. It's gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On first down, gone. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first and goal, Gurley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They go play action. Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Gotta go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
76.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The throw on second down is gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. Go, 12, go.
Now a first down throw, gone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
76.
Here's Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Blue. Lock in. Lock in.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Lock in.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd down, Trubisky being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Back to throw, Goff. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Goff on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Now you won. Super 66.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
76, tell him. 76.
Goff throwing again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Black 20.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Kupp. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I can remember a game here in Chicago a few years back. It was so blustery that Robbie Gould tried a field goal and just about kicked it out of bounds. Once that wind starts coming in off Lake Michigan, it can cause havoc in the kicking game.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10.
You see it? Lock in, lock in.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Gurley again here on 1st down. Down to the 25. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Hey, 76! 76! 76!
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Los Angeles, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Chicago, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror.